And welcome to the commentary box at Murrayfield. You'll already have sensed the quite unique atmosphere here in the heart of Edinburgh.
Edinburgh is an absolutely iconic world city.
It's not too big, but it's got everything.
Any visitors who come here are blown away by the historic nature of the city.
I like to walk out Princess Street, for example, and see the awe-inspiring castle. It's just amazing.
It's got the culture, it's got the history, it's got the shops, it's got the sporting facilities, it's got a rugby heritage.
And Murrayfield Stadium is a world-class stadium.
Murrayfield has always had a little bit of mystique about it.
Edinburgh was the venue for the very first international ever between Scotland and England.
They've played internationals here at Murrayfield since 1925.
Scotland's home of rugby, Murrayfield, it really will provide a fitting backdrop to the 2008 Golden Oldies World Rugby Festival.
Just looking at Murrayfield is in the atmosphere, listening to the pipes, and
it's always been associated with fantastic passion. You get there for a Calcutta game, Scotland against England, and you can feel the emotion coming through the crowd. It's a magic place.
one thing I do remember from I was at the World Cup 70 is Princess Anne was sitting, she used to sit up over there, eh?
Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, in her role as patron of the Scottish Rugby Union, made a present.
If you look at what Scotland has achieved over the years, you know, it was also the breeding ground of the seven-a-side game, the Melrose Sevens.
And this is Jim Telfer going to take this kick for Melrose. One of the big successes on the British Lions too.
So many Scottish players have participated in Lions tours and Barbarians. The game is widely played at school, in the borders. It's the heartland of Scottish rugby, where people eat, dream, breathe, sleep rugby as they do in parts of New Zealand and parts of South Africa and France.
Golden Oldies World Rugby Festival, it's an amazing amalgam of players that have played serious rugby, maybe some not so serious rugby, but they just want to keep playing.
I think it's one of the great things about rugby is that there is a great tradition that you just don't hang up your boots.
It's for anyone over the age of 35 who just enjoys the social side, and the three main strands of Golden Oldies rugby: fun, friendship and fraternity. I was really honoured to be asked to be the event ambassador for Edinburgh 2008. I've been lucky enough to play rugby all over the world. And I was lucky enough to play many times out here at Murrayfield. And I love meeting new people and just hearing all their experiences about rugby. And, I travelled down to Wellington in 2006 just to experience my first Golden Oldies World Rugby Festival, and what an experience it was. People coming in from all over the world and really enjoying the party scene. I felt very comfortable that Scotland would open its arms to Golden Oldies rugby players from all over the world and really give them an opportunity of a lifetime. And that's what it's all about. We're all young enough to enjoy ourselves. It doesn't matter effectively how old we are, as long as we can sort of shake hands, we can have a little run around and really enjoy the social side. And these are all aspects of the game that I love. I was coming to Edinburgh from the 1st to the 8th of September 2008, right after the world-renowned Edinburgh International Festival. Not for nothing is Edinburgh is known as the festival city. There's so many festivals to come and see, and why don't you just come a wee bit earlier? We've got the Edinburgh International Festival, we've got a book festival, we've got a film festival, we've got a jazz and blues festival, we've got the military tattoo, there's a festival Fringe, the Edinburgh International Arts Festival. Come early, see it all, and you will not be disappointed.
Well, this will be a truly magnificent event. It'll start off with a fantastic opening ceremony in Edinburgh Castle.
And all the stands are still up there from the tattoo, so all the spectators, all the participants are going to be set in the stands watching this wonderful opening ceremony. We're then going to have a parade of nations down the Royal Mile leading in to this welcome party.
Then, of course, there's 3 days of rugby, tremendous excitement and entertainment. There will be parties during these 3-day events.
Then midweek we're going to have this Highland Fling. It's going to showcase all that is best about Scotland, and well, us Scots love a party, so just to wrap up the whole week we're going to have our grand finale dinner. Everyone's going to be seated for a 3-course extravaganza, and I'm sure that we're going to get everyone up dancing. It will be a wonderful end to what I'm sure will be a fantastic week.
Edinburgh is the gateway to the Scottish heartland as well, up into the Highlands, over to Glasgow. People might want to go down and look at the beautiful scenery in the borders as well. There's just so much going on at that time of year. And of course it's ideal from a playing point of view because the weather's guaranteed to to be pleasant and warm.
On the days off, you could golf in one of over 550 golf courses or sample a wee dram at one of Scotland's many whisky distilleries. Scotland really is an adventure playground with numerous activities, including mountain biking, whitewater rafting, hill climbing. There's Glasgow for shopping, there's a whole host of opportunities, and Scotland has a wonderful infrastructure just to allow people to travel around there very easily indeed, so make the most of it, it's going to be terrific.
The ground, as you can see, is simply packed with its capacity audience of 54,000. That includes 50 from Glenbucket up in Aberdeenshire, where David Soul's family home is, 50 of them down to cheer on the Scottish captain today. One of the unique occasions in rugby union football, and Scotland have won by 13 points to 7. And the scenes of euphoria.